Alright, so if you want to know how I got this old, dusty, quick weave that I pulled off my head like a few weeks prior to this into the gorgeous wolf cut, just keep on watching. Keep on watching. This looked like a whole... You feel me? Like, it feel like a whole animal. Like, I'm gonna show y'all, like, I'm gonna flip this thing, okay? Like, if you have any wig, like, that's old, I'm gonna flip it for you. I'm gonna show you how to flip it. Alright, so the first product you are going to need if you are taking apart like a quick weave or you have any tracks with old glue on it is this Salon Pro glue remover. It's like this lotiony feely thing and you want to put it all over the track because I'm right now, like I'm trying to get it off this old like wig cap because it used to be a legit quick weave on my head. And we got to get that off. We got to get it off. So that's me doing that. Alright, so here are all the bundles. I used the glue remover. I got all the glue off of them. So right now I'm going to wash them. I don't necessarily know exactly how to wash these. I feel like I should roll it up. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to wash it definitely before I reinstall it. So, yep, here we go. Also, this is the closure. It needs to be completely washed, like for real, but I'm going to do that in the sink. Alright, so I have this Curl and Shine shampoo from Shea Moisture. That's what I'm going to use. And then I'm going to finish with this conditioner, basically the same matching conditioner. So yeah, this is what I'm going to use. There's like hair on it. Okay, but yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so I decided to like bundle them up so it'll be way easier to wash these bundles like this. So yeah, let's just get into it. Alright, so firstly, you're going to want to get your wig head. I have a wig head that's like perfect for my head, so it's like the size that needs to be. But don't do what I did. You need to put a plastic bag underneath that before you start gluing. That's what I forgot to do. I corrected myself later, but yeah. And then you want to put the cap on and go ahead and measure that. Make sure it's all the way on correctly. And then you want to glue that closure down, and that's what I'm doing now.
The VIPs have arrived on site. The VIPs are there. What is that now? All the VIPs.
And it's a whole beauty supply store closure. Like, sis, look at that hair. Sis, look at it.
Your long trip here has not been too difficult. I am the front man. I oversee all of the operations here at this facility. It is a true honor to welcome you. Where is the host? Regrettably, some urgent business has prevented him from attending. Seriously? Find it hard to believe the host would miss a night like tonight. He asked me to apologize.
Okay, so with the closure, you just want to make sure all of it is down and flat. And then you want to blow dry it until it's completely dry.
Listen, I'm willing to give anybody some scraps. That's a white dude. He's a to say that I'm a difficult man, please. I hope you won't disappoint me. Shall we? Is that the dude that's been doing it? The dude in the dark black? He's a foreman. Yeah, where's the policeman? I know he was in there. He's in there. Oh. As much as I'd like to, sir, I need to move on for everyone. Today's edition has been amazing. But the contest ain't good enough. What's the best? Thank you. I believe this next game will exceed your expectations. Oh, that's why we came all this way. Trust me, the screens we have at home are plenty big, but nothing beats seeing with your own eyes. These are the ones that know about the bomb and get out. Asshole! Fucking loser! What are you so worked up about? Put a lot of money on that dickhead to win. How much did you bet? $1 million! What convinced you to bet so much on number 69? Ah, it's such a beautiful number! 69! Oh, you're dirty. That's why, okay. You can place your bets again when the next game begins. Why don't you all get some rest for your foods? We'll come and get you when everything's ready. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, once your closure is glued down, you want to put it out the way with like a hairbrush or something. And then, okay, so my tracks were already pre-cut because when I did this before. So if yours aren't cut, you want to go ahead and do that. Also, don't do what I did. Make it as thin as possible because with the wolf cut, it's like super thin kind of in the layers. You don't want it to be too thick, and I kind of had to finish or change it later. I don't show it in the video, but just try to separate your tracks a little bigger than I did, probably about like a ½ inch, and you'll be good.
Ooh, this is exciting. Gentlemen, this may be the deciding moment. There are plenty of other variables, but I think the order in which they compete matters most. Who are you getting on this time? 96. Why don't you use it? Well, if I count through 69, I'll try 96. I can break up a hoop on him. Oh, geez, he's killing. Little number starts ticking. Only 2 choices left. Front or back. Can't say I know which one to choose either. Shall I help them along with their decision? Sure. Back to my hand. Show mercy to the miserable. Okay, good.
All right, so like I said, you want to make each track about a ½ inch separated, so it's a little too thick. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you how I'm doing this closure. So you want to part kind of the back of the closure and lay it flat because you don't want any of that or any tracks showing. So that's what I did right there, because the closure is gonna be the bangs. Like you want that the majority of the closure facing forward. So that's what I'm doing, and we're trying to make sure all the tracks are gosh, I can't talk. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to make sure all the tracks are covered, and then the closure is facing the front. And then I'm parting the closure in the middle because I kind of like bangs when there's a part. So that's what I'm doing.
A lot of things. Got it. Just don't want the bubble burst. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna scratch this thing. Seems like you want more twice? You want more twice? Whenever anything good in life happens, I'm just afraid I'm gonna lose it. Not now.
All right, once all the tracks are on there, you can take the bag off from underneath, and then I learned a trick as I saw on another YouTube channel to blow dry underneath afterwards, and it keeps them from slipping even more. Just ignore that person on the left. Just do that, okay? And then yeah, that's what I'm doing here. All right, so I think the most important part of making the wolf cut work is the styling and the cutting. Because it's not your real hair, shoot, if you mess up, it's all right. But that's why you always want to use hair that you already used before or something like that. But anyway, so I wanted everything straight so I could see the lengths, because everything is uneven just because this hair was already used before. But you want to do it differently than you see on TikTok, because you obviously can't put it on top of a ponytail on top of your head and then cut. So you kind of want to do it in the back. So the biggest tip I can say is split up the back of the hair in about 3 layers stacked on top of each other, and then each layer is going to be about 1 inch or even 2 inches shorter than the other. And those will be your 3, maybe even 4 layers. Because the wolf cut is all about layers. And then make sure those bangs are right. Like, it's really the bangs. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay, I'm around to the front, and with the bangs, you don't want to take all of the hair from the closure in the front. You kind of want to just take a little bit from the middle so you can see a little bit of the closure hair on the left right there. And then you want to twist around and then cut, because you don't want it to be like a blunt cut. You want it to be honestly as messy as possible. And then it kind of layers out and shapes the face. And then I'm pulling a little bit more in towards the middle. I'm trying to explain it, but you can watch. And then I'm cutting some more, kind of up and down, because the bangs are literally it. Like, if you can't get the bangs right, then it's gonna look a little off, you know what I'm saying? So really try to just make it look honestly uneven. Really, like, that's what it is, like uneven, but still cute. So that's what I'm doing right here.
Damn, baby, what you do to your hair? Orlando, you like it? It's autumn sunrise.
Alright, and you remember what I said about the different layers? So I have 2 layers right here, and it's really, that's really what you can do. That's really all you can do with quick glue, is try to make the layers like this. And that top layer, you're gonna want to curl that a bit. Also, I made the wig a little bit too thick, so you don't want it as thick as I made it, but yeah. Then I kind of made it a blunt cut, and then went in like this with the scissors to try to thin it out a bit, because that you want it to kind of look raggedy, honestly. Like, that's all the look you're looking for, before you get that effect. Alright, so this is like about like 20-30 minutes later of cutting and thinning and getting it to look the way I want it to look. And honestly, this is what I got in about like 30-45 minutes of styling. Of course, it needed to be a little thinner, and I did take those tracks out. But after you get the cutting right, now you want to make sure the sides kind of fall and frame your face a bit. So that's what I'm going to try to do on the sides. And really, with the cutting, you kind of want to go down and try to make it frame your face the best you can. And some of the videos that I saw were other people using wig heads, and they kind of like did a slanted cut. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm gonna try to show you. And then also did the cut like that you're seeing me do right now, just to get it to look a little bit more layered. But yeah, just work your magic, do what you can do to get it to look framed and layered around your face. Monster House. Good Halloween. All right, so look at her. Like, this is the final look. Before, of course, I did more styling after I put it on, but I layered it kind of in a slanted way down from the bang all the way to the end, and that's what you see on the sides right there. And then if you add some like curls and then fluff those curls out, loosen it up. Of course, don't make it as thick as I made it here, but yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video on how I turned a floppy dusty wig into something great. See you on the next video.